Hi, this is Larry Mabry with the Masa Group, and today in this video, I want to talk about not letting your wounds become your identity. Exactly. A lot of times, we have situations that happen in our life. We have relationships that go up, relationships that go down, and sometimes we want to carry that wound through that experience as a badge of honor. And in this video, I'm going to highly recommend you not do that. And a lot of times, we go through situations in our life that's very challenging. But what I found is that if we take that challenge and the learning lesson we learn through that experience, and when we go on to the next relationship, we basically use that as power for us. We'll find that we'll have a better relationship with ourselves, most importantly, but also we'll have a better relationship with that individual as well. Let me give you an example. So let's say that in one relationship, you notice that your mate isn't being very affectionate, let's say that. And so you basically go out and you get affection from other people. Some people will say, well, that's cool. Well, I will say that that's really not cool because if you're not communicating with your mate and speaking from your heart and letting your mate know what you require in a relationship, and you just go out and you proceed to have a relationship with someone else because you want something from your mate, then that's sending mixed messages. And you don't want to send a mixed message with your mate. You want to make sure that you're honest with your mate and you communicate with your mate and give them the opportunity to choose to make the necessary changes to meet you halfway. And then if they don't make the necessary changes to meet you halfway, then obviously you may need to make other provisions. But it's very disrespectful for you to go outside the relationship without at least communicating with your mate in a respectful way, so that they have the opportunity to make the necessary changes. And if let's say in that relationship you break off and you go into a new relationship and you use that as a badge of honor, like, oh, my mate, they weren't really listening to me, they didn't give me any affection, and then you're in this new relationship, and then guess what's going to happen? If that person doesn't give you an affection, then you're going to go outside the relationship again, and then the pattern is going to continue. And so you're going to basically take that pain and give it to the next relationship rather than say, you know what, let me be honest with myself and let me handle the issue that I need to handle, which is communicate. But sometimes that could be challenging because you grew up in a family where communication is not very approachable, or it's not very highly required, or the type of communication where it may be combative or aggressive. And so you don't feel comfortable communicating because you feel like your voice isn't heard. Well, I'm here to tell you your voice is very important. It's important for you to speak your truth. And if you don't catch it now, what's going to happen is you're going to perpetuate that in your future relationships. And what's really worse is in your children. And you don't want to do that. So don't wear that as a badge of honor. Basically, use that relationship as a lesson and do what you need to do for yourself so that the next person that you're, relating to, you can have a healthy relationship. Because sometimes we can be in relationships where we're so accustomed to not having the proper things, or the nurturing in a relationship, or the honesty in a relationship, or the integrity within a relationship, that we attract that in our next mate. And we don't want to do that. And you'll find that if you don't handle that, then you basically are getting caught up in a spiral. And you'll find that every relationship you attract, it's the same situation, just a different name. And so the only way to combat that is you have to handle the things within yourself and be honest with yourself so that the mate that you attract will basically meet you at your needs. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys today. So to recap, don't take your pain as a badge of honor. Make sure that you use your pain as a stepping stone, as a learning lesson, and thank your mate that whoever you left. Appreciate that situation, because Earth basically is a school. We learn through relationships and relating to people how we need to communicate moving forward. So if you look at that like Earth being a school, then the only way we can learn how to relate to people is by having relationships. So use those as learning lessons so that we can move forward to be the best person we can be. So hopefully that was beneficial to you guys. If you like the information I provide, click on the subscribe button and give a like and a comment below. And I'm curious to see what you guys think as far as what I shared, or anything that you want to share as far as some topics and things of that nature. So looking forward to seeing you guys a little bit soon. Okay, peace and love. Deuces.